Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is unrelated to the rest of our teaching. This isn't a content video or anything, but instead I thought that we might talk for, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes about scheduling. If you are struggling with scheduling, that is a normal thing to do. If you're having a hard time getting work done, if you're having a hard time getting motivated to do the work that you're supposed to do, that's pretty normal. Everyone has experienced something like that. If you are among the glorious, blessed people who have no trouble scheduling, then great. It's nice to see your face, or not, because I cannot see you through this video, but you're perfectly welcome to quit watching, and it was great to see you, and I'll see you next time. But most of us have a hard time scheduling. Most of us struggle with figuring out how to move our day from one thing to the next and to make sure that we're getting done the stuff that we need to get done. And that is a normal, healthy thing to feel and to experience. So I have some experience with this. I was on sabbatical last year. Sabbatical, for if you don't know, is a really nice thing that professors and some ministers and people like that get. It's based on the notion of Sabbath, which is every seventh day. Excuse me. And so every 7 years, a professor at Methodist University is allowed to apply for a sabbatical. It's not really free time. It's meant to be a time where you're accomplishing something, where you're getting something done, but you're also sort of letting your mind rest. You're getting away from teaching, and instead you're doing a project. You're reading all about a thing. You're learning how to do something better. And it's wonderful, and I was grateful to get it. And after about 3 days, I realized it was a problem because what I had was a ton of work to do. I had chapters to write and unlimited time to do it in, and that meant that I had no idea how to get it done because I wasn't trying to squeeze it into the hours that I could find, and I wasn't really focused. It was kind of brutal, actually. So after just a few days, I sort of futzed around and didn't get anything done, and I realized I had to make a schedule. And what I figured out for me was that the best way to do it is to divide the day up into blocks of time. This comes as no surprise to anyone, and to not be punitive about it. Instead, I had on my smartphone, and most of you can do this. If not, you can have a daily planner or just a piece of paper. Pieces of paper work just fine. And every single day, I would divide it up into blocks of time. So at 8 o'clock, I would write. So it'd say write from 8 till 9. And then from 9 till 10:30, it would say run. And so I would go for a run and get back and shower or whatever. And then it would say read. I swear to God, that's what it said. And then it would say eat. You kind of get how this works. So what I would say there is that having those blocks of time, they weren't like the letter of the law. And if I didn't succeed at doing what I tried to do in one of those blocks of time, I would build in sort of leeway. Like at about 2 o'clock, I would say, it would be like utility time, or like not free time, because free time suggests messing around, but like it would say free time, and that meant catch-up time, right? Time to do what I failed to do in the morning or something like that. So I wouldn't punish myself or be mad at myself for not getting something done, and instead I would simply know that, okay, it's 10:30, that's the hour and a half that I'm supposed to be reading in, or working for this class, or doing this other thing for this other class. And that was super helpful to me because I had this, I don't know, this voice in the back of my head saying, wait a second, should I be answering email right now? And usually the answer was no, I should not be answering email right now. So every one of you has something to do from my classes. And that is possibly annoying to you because, it's work you have to do. But I also think it's an opportunity. It's stuff you can learn. It's an opportunity to read new things and experience new things that you haven't done or read or experienced before. But I would suggest that if you're struggling to do it, and I suspect a few of you are because I haven't heard from a few of you, even though I've supposedly had a couple things due, I would suggest breaking your day down. And if you have a job that you still have to go to or work that you have to do, put that in there. If you have kids, everybody knows how kids are the all-consuming octopus that takes over your day. So building in time to do work is really helpful. So I would seriously suggest getting a planner or using the calendar on your phone and simply telling yourself what to do. As simple as that. And when you fail, which you will, then the next day you will have that time and you can know in your head, okay, this is where I really need to prioritize this thing that I didn't do. Or your 2 o'clock failed time or catch-up time, you can build that stuff in there too. So that's all. Nothing important, but I'm sure you're struggling with this. So even if you're not right now, at some point you will. So make sure that you are building your day around some kind of work, but that work isn't the end all and be all of your day. In this time of social distancing, that also means that you're going to need to build in a walk. You seriously will. Some kind of movement. If you can play golf, play golf. If you can't play golf, go for a walk. If you can go for a run and stay away from people, do that. If you can do jumping jacks or push-ups, do that. Put that into your day. Even if it's just sitting outside, do that. That's half an hour of your day. And meanwhile, say an hour of talking to people, an hour of corresponding to people. Maybe you do all this and do this all the time, but if you're struggling to get work done, then you can put that time in there too. So that's all. It's good to see you all. I'm sure you'll see more of me than you would like, but do take care, truly.